All right, today I'm going to read the basis, the foundations of this entire book, that if you read this book, it could be life-changing for you. It will expand you into another space that you never imagined. And no matter how advanced you are, I think there'll be something in this book that'll take you to a new place. And I'm going to read some things to you that I hope will absolutely get you to really place your energy field into what it means and expand beyond any limitations that you have right now and change any situation and be able to deal with our matrix reality here and what's going to happen from this day forward. We can change it. We are changing it. You ready for that? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fear and live an amazing life. We're going to explore more and more how to change your life, how to use your powers, how to go into a space of peace and tranquility, abundance, health. We don't have to struggle anymore. We are now past the tipping point and we're in it, deep in it. Yeah, and so we've talked about the tipping point's been coming, and has been for quite some time now. And we're in it. We're really in it now. You're going to see not necessarily shifts happening so much. I talk a lot about different shifts, a lot of small ones happening. We're now going into a major one. 2024 is going to be a major shift into a new way of life. And how that affects you is an individual choice because you have free will. I'm going to read the foundations of this book. And I hope this helps you to expand. These are downloads that I receive. What's downloads? It's what you get. It's when you get this inspiration or this saying or this statement and you say, wow, okay, what was that? It's the collective consciousness that is all one thing and everyone is it, has access to it. And the only thing that stops you from getting the most valuable information that tells you who you should be with, what pathway you should pursue, which job you should take, where you should live, all of that's available to you. It's intuition that tells you what decisions you should make at that moment that are best and highest. Everything else gets in the way of that because your ego may be going blah, blah, blah in fear, and it blocks you from hearing all these things or acting on it because you've got all these other conflicting statements in your head. Yeah, the chatter in the head. So let's start. Download number 1. Everything is one thing happening. Not simultaneously. It's not this and this and this. It's one thing happening. Time does not exist. These are the 2 statements I received when I was in the off-the-charts, cray-cray awakened state where I actually felt like I was outside my body. Eckhart Tolle speaks about this. I figured out what it was later on when I read his book. I went, oh, okay, that's what it is. I felt like my energy field was out here, almost like I was observing myself. And I received those 2 statements. That's really all I needed to know, is everything is one thing happening. Everything. There's no separation, conflict, right or wrong. There's none of that. It's because it's one thing happening. Past, present, future. Time does not exist. So we talk about the 3rd dimension is the material world. The 4th dimension, this is science, right, is time. Time is illusion also. It allows us, and I will talk about that in a moment, to have a linear, let's just say, journey. Unlike out there where everything's all happening, you can shift in and out. You know, we are all one being, so you and I are with the same thing. I'll talk about that in a minute. Everything seen and unseen is intelligent energy. Everything. One field. One field. Ever expanding, creating, evolving, transforming, exploring all that is possible, which is unlimited. That's it. That's all we're doing. There's no judgment in that. It doesn't judge because it is the very thing that's doing everything, that is everything. How can you judge yourself? Right or wrong? Only humans do that. And that's part of the creation of everything. This everything is one thing with no boundaries, from infinite nothingness to all-knowing. It is both consciousness and unconsciousness, us. It is light and darkness and everything in between. It is purity and illusion, posing as the opposite of that of which it is. You and I are the one energy field that's posing as the opposite of what it is. To know it because it, us, is exploring every possible version of ourselves, which is all illusion. You, the human, are an expression of the one energy. You are an expression of the one energy. Everything is by choice, because everything and nothing is directed by the Creator, which is all things. By choice, we forgot this and chose ignorance. That's why you don't know. We're always trying to figure this out. We chose ignorance, so we are the very Creator that chose to not know what we are. Cray, cray. You are the everything. You are the everything that is intelligence, exploring separatism and individualism, ignorance and redemption. You are the power that creates and the created. You are that which you believe is the other. I know it's not easy for us to comprehend this stuff. Everything that exists in every dimension and every time is one now. Yeah? Time as we know it does not exist. It is an illusion that allows us to experience a past with choices that result in present results and present choices that result in future results. Right? That's what time allows us to experience. Otherwise, it's all happening. But now we say, okay, if I do this, this happened because I did that. So we understand learning and we understand change and choices. Cause and effect is how we know and gauge our spiritual evolution. We are creators of our own illusions. You have been and will continue to be unending expressions of the one that is beyond human comprehension. All is an illusion created by the one, created by you. All is an illusion created by the one, created by you. You are the energy that flows through everything. You are not separate from anything you see and do not see. And this is how we manifest, because my focus now affected everything. And it affects me. It's all intermingled, entangled, one thing. Everything is in constant awareness of itself, in its endless forms, and affected by the actions of each expression. So it doesn't end in the matrix or the universe. It's way beyond that. It's limitless. Your thought, your action, your thought. Yeah, everything. Humans cannot understand the grand laws of the universe and beyond. We are the creation that chose not to know. It is part of our experience. There is no real chaos, because chaos is intelligently organized. Source is all intelligence. Our density keeps us in perceived limitations in order to experience being human and to know the contrast of what we are. Death as we know it does not exist. Nothing truly ends except in an illusion to know endings. The one is and will always be. You hold this power. You are this power. What are you waiting for? Then the book starts. Yeah, then the book starts. Those are just the precursor laws to what we discuss in here. Why am I going over this? Because you're ready for this, and this book had to be published, and I was urged to publish it. I was up all hours to get this out. because this is the all-empowering space that you can go into right now. And if you comprehend this and let go of all the limiting thoughts and beliefs, but what about this? But, there's no buts on my channel. And what do? We go into that space where miracles happen. And they're not miracles anymore. They're just everyday occurrences. Walking on water, healing. All of it. And then when we achieve that super high state of being, that super enlightened state, we get closer to our original form. And then we no longer have to be in these bodies. And then we start to expand outside of them, even as humans. And then at some point, it's not even necessary, we will have taken ourselves into the new earth, where we change form completely. Because we're no longer dense bodies that can get sick, that would be in conflict or separation. We'll know it in a completely different form, still here, and we'll see each other. We'll know what one another is, because not everybody's going to choose enlightenment. And that's okay, it doesn't matter. We all are that to begin with. Everything else is the illusion. I wanted to share that with you because I want you to know that there's a space, a place that you can go into right now. That's mind-blowing, where all things exist, and there's no limit to the probabilities that you can choose. And nothing stops you from doing that, because you are the creator. And so within the body, the unconscious form that you chose, you can go into a conscious state of being and limitless choices that go beyond the laws of the matrix, which we're changing. We're changing those rules now. Why? We're the programmers. Yeah. And the program and the players. We're all of it. You ready for this? It's a lot of fun to play with. Step outside of the ego. That's the dense form that wants to control everything and everyone and says the world is wrong and has to argue about things. If you believe it, the matrix says yes, because you can limit yourself here. That's what we're allowed to do in our matrix program. Limitations are fully allowed. Unconsciousness is absolutely the foundation of the matrix. Can we win this fun game? Yeah, and it can be fun. Relish this experience and know that you are unending, all intelligent, beautiful, and perfect. I hope that you'll come in and go into my list if you're not already there. I've got some free stuff, really cool things happening by some powerful people. And these are free videos for internet training. I've got some great stuff coming out for you guys. I'm so excited. Wonderful things are happening. You can be a part of the creation of the new earth. Are you ready for that? You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you. Namaste.